Peace over your heart, beloved soul. You are not here by accident. You are not reading this by coincidence. Heaven planned this exact moment for you. The angels led you here because there is something they want you to hear, something that will touch the deepest part of your heart. Angels say your partner just revealed their true feelings, and what they shared will melt you. It will soften every scar you've carried. It will rewrite the story you thought you knew. Before we go deeper, do this. Tap like as your act of agreement with heaven. Subscribe to Angel's Message Motivation so you never miss a divine word sent for your life. Type, "I receive this love" in the comments to activate this prophecy over your journey. And if this message speaks to your heart, sow into it with a super thanks. It is a way of saying, "I believe." Now listen closely. This person, the one heaven wrote into your story, is no longer hiding behind silence. They've been carrying a truth they didn't know how to say, but now it's pouring out. Now it's being revealed. At first they tried to suppress it. They told themselves it was just a passing feeling. They tried to rationalize it, explain it away. But love has a way of breaking through walls, and God has a way of pulling the truth out of a heart that's been running. This is that moment. Their soul is speaking now, and this is what they're saying. "I never expected to feel this deeply. I never thought anyone could see me the way you do. But every time I'm near you, I feel safe. Every time I think of you, I feel whole. You make the world softer. You make the future brighter, and I can't deny it anymore. I love you." They didn't mean to fall this hard. They didn't plan to open up this much. But your kindness disarmed them. Your patience healed them. Your spirit drew them closer. They've been replaying moments in their mind, the way you smiled when they felt broken, the way you listened when they had nothing to give, the way you saw their worth even when they doubted their value, and now they see it clearly. You are not just someone they care about. You are the one they've been praying for, the one they've been searching for. They've whispered prayers like this: "God, if this is real, don't let me lose them. Lord, give me the courage to tell them how I feel. Father, if this love is from you, show me the way." And heaven has answered, because love that is ordained cannot be silenced. What God joins together cannot stay hidden. Ephesians 4:15 says, "Speak the truth in love." And now their heart is obeying that command. No more pretending. No more hiding. No more fear. They want you to know that this isn't infatuation. It's not curiosity. It's not convenience. It's covenant. It's commitment. It's calling. This person sees a future with you, a real one. Not just pictures in their mind, but plans in their heart. They imagine waking up next to you. They imagine building a life side by side. They imagine walking with you through joy and through storms. They know it won't always be easy, but they're not afraid of the hard days anymore. Because to them, loving you is worth every challenge. It's worth every risk. It's worth every prayer. Their love is not a whisper anymore. It's a roar in their spirit. It's a declaration before heaven. It's a vow they want to speak with their life. Corinthians 13:7 says, "Love always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres." That is the love they feel for you. It's protective, it's patient, it's persistent, and it is pure. They've seen your flaws, and they still choose you. They've heard your fears, and they still want you. They know your past, and they still believe in your future. And now they want to show you, not just tell you. They want to love you in actions. They want to build trust in time. They want to write a story with you that glorifies God. If this word resonates in your spirit, type "I receive this love" in the comments. Declare it as your agreement with heaven, so more hearts can find this divine message. And make sure you subscribe to Angel's Message Motivation so you never miss what God is revealing next. They didn't plan on falling in love like this. It wasn't part of their agenda. It wasn't on their timeline. But love rewrote everything. They used to think they knew what they wanted. They used to believe they had their life figured out. Then you walked in and everything shifted. Suddenly their priorities changed. Their prayers changed. Their heart changed. They're not just thinking about you, they're planning for you. They're picturing the life they want to build by your side. The home filled with laughter. The mornings where peace overflows. The quiet nights where prayer binds your souls together. And deep down they know this isn't random. They know it's not luck. They know this connection is divine. Proverbs 19:21 says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." And God's purpose is prevailing here. It's stronger than fear, stronger than distance, stronger than the walls they once built around their heart. This love is teaching them things they never knew. It's showing them patience. It's revealing compassion. It's awakening their soul to the beauty of God's design. You see, when they look at you, they don't just see a person. They see purpose. They see destiny. They see God's promise walking around in human form. And they've been telling God, "Thank you for them. Thank you for bringing them into my life. Thank you for showing me what real love is supposed to feel like." They're realizing now. You're the answer to prayers they prayed years ago. Back when they were lonely. Back when they were broken. Back when they thought they'd never find someone who truly understood them. They didn't know your name then. They couldn't picture your face. But they were praying for you all along, and heaven heard every word. Heaven stored every tear. Heaven aligned every step to bring you here. Now here you are, and their heart can't stay silent anymore. The truth is bubbling up. It's overflowing. It's demanding to be spoken. They want to tell you everything. How they think of you before they fall asleep. How they smile when your name lights up their phone. How they feel peace just knowing you exist. They want to tell you that your presence calms their storms, that your voice is their safe place, that your kindness reminds them of God's love. They want to say, "I'm better because of you. I'm stronger because of you. I'm closer to God because of you." This isn't about possession. It's not about control. It's about connection. It's about covenant. It's about two souls that heaven decided were meant to walk together. And even if they've struggled to say it, they're ready now. Even if fear once held them back and it's losing its grip. Even if pride once silenced them, humility is breaking through. Romans 12:9 says, "Love must be sincere." And this is exactly what their love is, and sincere. Deep and unshakable. They've never felt this sure before. They've never felt this safe. They've never looked at someone and thought, "This is home," until you, and now all they want is a chance. A chance to prove their love. A chance to show you that they mean every word. A chance to grow beside you, not just stand beside you. They're not asking for perfection. They're not expecting everything to be easy, but they are willing to fight for this, to pray for this, to protect this. They're willing to wait for God's timing, to walk at God's pace, to trust that every step you take toward each other is guided by heaven. Isaiah 60:22 says, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." And heaven is whispering now, the time is coming. The love that once felt impossible is becoming inevitable. The feelings that once felt hidden are now undeniable. They're thinking of the future with you, not just today. They're thinking of building, planting, creating. They're thinking of how to make you smile every day, how to support you through every storm, how to pray with you when life gets heavy. They're imagining holding your hand during the hard seasons, celebrating your wins, loving you when you feel unlovable, and choosing you again and again every single day. And if you're reading this, beloved, it's not by chance. This message is reaching you because it's meant for you. Their feelings are real, their prayers are real, and heaven is confirming it. If this resonates in your soul, type "I receive this love" in the comments. Declare it as your agreement with the divine plan unfolding. Tap like to align with the promise God is writing over your life. And don't forget to subscribe to Angel's Message Motivation so you never miss another word heaven sends for you. They tried to run from these feelings. They tried to bury them under distractions. They told themselves, it's just admiration. They tried to convince their heart, it's not that deep. But every time they closed their eyes, it was you. Every time they asked God for direction, it was you. Every time they pictured a future worth building, it was always you. The truth is, they fell long before they admitted it. They fell when you spoke kindness over their brokenness. They fell when you believed in them more than they believed in themselves. They fell when you saw beauty in parts of them they used to hide. And now, their heart is overflowing. Not with confusion, not with doubt, but with certainty, with peace, with love so real. It's rewriting everything they thought they knew. They're not just revealing feelings. They're revealing a vision. They see you as their answered prayer. They see you as their safe haven. They see you as the one they want to walk this life with. Hand in hand, heart in heart. Psalm 37:4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." You are one of those desires. A holy one, a blessed one, a desire heaven placed deep within their soul. And they want you to know, this isn't about loneliness. It's not about filling a void. It's not about escaping pain. It's about destiny. It's about purpose. It's about God writing a love story bigger than either of you imagined. They've thought about the little things, the quiet breakfast, the late night prayers, the inside jokes, the simple moments that make life sacred. But they've also thought about the big things, the life you could build together, the dreams you could chase side by side, the way your love could impact others, not just for yourselves, but for God's glory. They see your strength and feel inspired. They see your faith and feel convicted. They see your resilience and feel safe. And in their heart they keep saying, wow, that's the one. That's who I want. They're not hiding from the weight of love anymore. They're embracing it. They're surrendering to it. They're ready to build something eternal. They know you're not perfect, but they don't want perfect. They want real. They want raw. They want someone who prays when things get hard and praises when blessings overflow. They want someone who chooses them, not just when it's easy, but even when it's messy, and you are that someone. Their prayers sound different now. They used to ask God for someone to love, now they ask, Lord, teach me how to love them right. They used to pray for a partner, now they pray, Father, help me become the partner they deserve. They're preparing in silence, healing wounds, changing habits, growing in faith, because they don't want to show up half ready for you. They want to show up whole. They're willing to wait if that's what God requires. They're willing to walk slow if that's what the journey needs. They're willing to lay down pride and pick up patience, because loving you is worth the process. John 4:18 says, perfect love drives out fear. And that's what this love is doing. It's driving out every fear they once had. The fear of rejection, the fear of vulnerability, the fear of not being enough. You make them believe they are enough. You make them believe love is possible again. You make them believe God still writes beautiful stories, even after heartbreak, and now they're ready. Ready to speak, ready to show up, ready to love you out loud. They want to tell you things they've never told anyone. They want to share dreams they've never dared to speak. They want to build a future that's more beautiful than anything they've ever known. And this is what their heart would say if they were standing in front of you right now. I don't know how to explain it, but my soul feels at home with you. I don't just want you for a moment. I want you for a lifetime. I want to grow with you, pray with you, serve God with you. I want to hold your hand when we're old and grey and say, look what God did. If this message is stirring something deep inside you, it's not just emotion, it's confirmation. It's heaven whispering, this is the one. It's God showing you that this love is real and this season is near. So type, I receive this love in the comments to declare it over your life. Tap like as an act of agreement with the angels watching over you. Subscribe to Angels Message Motivation so you don't miss the next divine revelation. And if this word has touched your heart, sow into it with a super thanks. It's your way of saying, I believe this is my season. They're dreaming about the future. Not a vague, distant future, but a real one. One that includes you in every detail. One where your laughter fills their home. One where your presence is their peace. They picture you beside them on ordinary days. Cooking breakfast together on a slow Sunday morning. Praying side by side before leaving the house. Falling asleep with your head resting on their chest, knowing you're safe. And they picture you in the extraordinary moments too. Celebrating victories neither of you thought were possible. Holding each other through storms that try to shake you. Walking into a new chapter with faith stronger than fear. They want to share their world with you, all of it. The dreams they've been too afraid to chase. The scars they've hidden from everyone else. The stories they've never spoken aloud. And more than anything, they want to write new chapters with you. They want to grow together, to learn together, to heal together. They're not thinking about me anymore. Every prayer now begins with we. Every plan now includes us. Every hope now says, together. This is how deep their love runs. It's not a passing feeling. It's not a temporary obsession. It's a covenant taking root. It's a forever that's already unfolding. Ecclesiastes 4:9 says, two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. And their heart knows this. Life is better with you in it. Their days make more sense with you by their side. Their faith feels stronger when your hand is in theirs. They've even thought about the battles you might face, the valleys you might walk through. And instead of shrinking back, they're preparing their heart to stand with you. They're asking God to make them strong enough to carry you when you're weary, patient enough to listen when you're hurting, faithful enough to love you when you're not at your best. They're not just dreaming of a beautiful beginning. They're committed to building a lasting forever. They're picturing the day they'll look into your eyes and make a promise, not just with words, but with their life. A promise to cherish you, to fight for you, to choose you over and over again. They want their love to reflect God's love. Steady, unconditional, enduring. They want to show you that real love doesn't run when things get hard. Real love stays. Real love prays. Real love fights for what heaven has written. And beloved soul, this is exactly what heaven has written. This is not just their desire, it's God's design. It's part of his plan for your healing, your growth, your purpose. Jeremiah 32:27 says, I am the Lord, the God of all mankind. Is anything too hard for me? And heaven is whispering right now, this love is not too hard. This union is not too far. This promise is not too late. They're already changing because of you. Becoming gentler, more patient, more compassionate, more prayerful, and they want to become even more, and for you, with you, through you. They're not scared of the journey anymore. They're excited about it. They're not afraid of vulnerability anymore. They're longing for it. Because to them, love isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about showing up when life is messy. It's about staying when the road is hard. It's about building something that reflects God's glory, and they want to build that with you. They keep thinking about the first time they'll say it out loud. The moment when the words, "I love you," finally escape their lips. The way your eyes will light up. The peace that will wash over your heart. And even now, before they speak, their soul is saying it over and over again. I love you. I love who you are. I love who I become when I'm with you. I love what God is doing between us. Beloved, this is not a fantasy. It's a prophecy. This is not wishful thinking, it's divine orchestration. Heaven is moving pieces you can't see. God is aligning paths you thought would never cross. The angels are preparing hearts, theirs and yours, for the moment when love becomes reality. And that moment is closer than you think. It's closer than your doubts, closer than your fears, closer than the distance that once stood between you. If you believe this is your season, declare it now. Type, "I receive this love" in the comments below. Tap like as a prophetic act of faith. Subscribe to Angel's Message Motivation so you never miss the next chapter of this divine story. And sow into this word with a super thanks. It's a way of saying, I trust what heaven is doing. They're praying for you right now, not just once in a while, not just when they think of you. Every single day, every single night. Their heart has made you part of every conversation with God. They kneel before Him and say your name. They ask Him to protect you, to guide you, to strengthen you. They ask Him to fill your life with peace, to heal every wound you've carried silently, to prepare your heart for the love that's coming. Sometimes their prayers are simple. Lord, keep them safe. Father, remind them they're loved. God, help me become worthy of their heart. Other times their prayers are deep cries. God, teach me how to love them like you love. Help me see them through your eyes. Give me the strength to hold them through the storms. And heaven hears every word. The angels record every prayer. Not one tear, not one whisper, not one longing goes unnoticed. Psalm 56:8 says, "You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle, and beloved soul, heaven has collected theirs. Every tear they've cried thinking of you, every tear they've shed because of the weight, every tear of longing to finally hold you close. This is not a small love. It's not shallow. It's not surface level. It's rooted in prayer. It's covered by grace. It's anchored in God's purpose. And even when they doubt themselves, their faith remains. They tell God, even if it takes time, I will wait. Even if I'm afraid, I will trust. Even if I don't understand everything, I will obey your timing. Because they know this isn't just a romance. It's a calling. It's something heaven wrote into their story before they were born. Something their spirit recognizes even if their mind doesn't fully understand it. They often wonder what you're praying to. Are you asking God for clarity? Are you praying for a sign? Are you whispering their name without even knowing why? And when they think about that, their heart swells. Because even if you haven't met yet, or even if you're apart, they feel connected to you in the spirit. They feel the bond that's already forming between your hearts. They feel the divine pull that keeps drawing them closer. Sometimes they'll be going about their day and suddenly think of you. And in that moment, they stop and pray. Sometimes they'll wake up in the middle of the night and feel the urge to speak blessings over your life. And they obey that prompting. Romans 12:12 says, "Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. And that's exactly what they're doing. Joyful in the hope of a future with you, patient through the waiting, faithful in prayer, believing God will bring it to pass. They're asking God to prepare them too, to remove anything in their heart that could hurt you, to heal every part of them that needs restoration, to teach them how to communicate with grace, to show them how to lead with love. Because they don't want to be just another person in your life. They want to be the one who adds peace to your days, the one who reminds you of your worth, the one who walks beside you, not ahead of you or behind you. They're preparing to be a partner who prays with you, not just for you. A partner who builds with you, not just dreams with you. A partner who chooses you every single day, not just when it's convenient. They're even talking to God about your future together. Lord, bless our home before it's built. Bless our marriage before we say I do. Bless our children before they're even born. They're speaking life into a future they haven't seen yet, but they believe is real. They're speaking joy into a story that hasn't unfolded yet, but they know heaven is writing. Ephesians 3:20 says, "Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine." And beloved soul, they're imagining a lot. They're imagining nights of laughter that never end. They're imagining a home filled with worship and warmth. They're imagining holding your hand while praying for generations to come. And in those quiet moments with God, he whispers back to them, "It's coming. It's closer than you think." Keep praying. Keep believing. Keep preparing. Their heart is overflowing with expectation. Their soul is bursting with gratitude, because they know, deep down, that this love is promised. It's destined, it's sacred, and soon all those prayers will become reality. The blessings they're speaking will become visible. The love they're asking for will stand right in front of them, and it will be you. If you feel this truth stirring inside your spirit, don't ignore it. It's not just emotion, it's confirmation. Type, "I receive this love" in the comments now to declare it. Tap like as your prophetic action of agreement with what heaven is doing. Subscribe to Angel's Message Motivation so you never miss what's coming next. And give a super thanks if you're ready to sow into this word and seal it with faith. They're reaching a decision. A sacred, life-changing decision. One that will shift everything between you. One that heaven has been gently leading them toward. All the prayers, all the sleepless nights, all the moments of silence and soul-searching. It's all been preparing them for this. They've weighed their fears. They've wrestled with their doubts. They've asked God for confirmation again and again. And now they have it. Their heart is steady. Their spirit is sure. Their soul is saying what it's always known. It's you. They're choosing you. Not out of impulse. Not because of loneliness. Not because it's easy. But because it's divine. Because it's right. Because it's God ordained. They've decided they don't want a life without you in it. They don't want to wonder what if for the rest of their days. They don't want to look back and regret staying silent. They're ready to step forward, to speak the words they once held back, to take the risk love always requires. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God." And with that strength, they're ready to walk into this next chapter. They want to look you in the eyes and say, "I choose you, today, tomorrow, and every day after. I choose your soul, not just your smile. I choose your spirit, not just your surface. I choose the path God carved out for us, even if I don't see every step." They're not coming with empty promises. They're coming with intention, with plans, with a heart that's been purified in prayer. They're ready to commit, to build, to grow, to love you fiercely and faithfully on the way God designed love to be. This isn't just a relationship they want. It's a legacy. It's a partnership with purpose. It's a covenant meant to impact more than just the two of you. They see ministry in your love. They see healing in your union. They see generations blessed because of the yes you both are about to give. And soon, very soon, the words they once whispered to God will be spoken to you. The prayers they once prayed in private will become promises they keep in public. The love they once carried silently will become a testimony everyone can see. This is not the end of the story. It's the beginning of a divine chapter, a chapter filled with joy, growth, and sacred love. Romans 8:28 reminds you, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. And this love, this union, is part of that purpose. So stand ready. Prepare your heart. Expect miracles. Because heaven is aligning everything for the two of you to step into what was promised. You're not waiting anymore. You're walking into it. You're not hoping anymore. You're holding it. You're not dreaming anymore. You're living it. If you feel this word is for you, type "I am ready" in the comments now. Tap like as an act of faith that this is your season. Subscribe to Angel's Message Motivation so you never miss the prophetic messages sent to guide your steps. And sow into this word with a super thanks as a declaration that you believe what heaven has spoken over your life. Beloved soul, heaven is smiling over this story. The angels are rejoicing, and God is saying it is time. Time for love to be revealed. Time for hearts to unite. Time for promises to unfold. The person you were meant to love has revealed their truth. And that truth is this: they love you. They choose you. They are ready to build a forever with you, and no force on earth can stop what heaven has ordained. This is the love story God wrote, and it's finally beginning.